Again with the follow-up we promised you yesterday regarding the court action that's turning off the Friday night lights for the high school football playoffs in West Virginia this week.
The playoffs are on pause due to litigation against the West Virginia Secondary Schools Activities Commission, and those playoffs are postponed until it's settled.
This afternoon, Wyoming County prosecutors entered circuit court with plans to file additional actions in this case. Our Robert Castillo shares new developments in the situation sidelining football playoffs.
Last week, the Wood County Board of Education filed legal action that put the high school football playoffs on pause in West Virginia. Their case changed the formula used to determine playoff teams. The result, 4 teams are being eliminated from the playoffs despite not playing a game. Westside High School in Wyoming County is on that list.
It was disappointing because, Friday after our game, we were under the assumption that we were in the playoffs, and for the first time since 2015, it was a big deal. We celebrated that, and then we started preparation Friday night for our playoff game, and then Saturday when we found out the news, it was confusing, disappointing, and it's been a whirlwind ever since.
Wyoming County prosecutors are representing their Board of Education here in Wyoming County to file legal action against the WVSSAC on their own. The goal is to revert back to the formula that was used when this season started. However, they're holding off. During this hearing, prosecutors and a representative from the WVSSAC agreed they both want the same thing.
Wyoming County's position and the position of the West Virginia, the WVSSAC, is that we should revert back to how the 2024 season was played prior to the order being entered in the Circuit Court of Wood County. The entire season was played under a certain set of rules. We're asking to revert back to that set of rules, which put Westside in the playoffs.
Miller says the WVSSAC plans to submit legal briefs to the West Virginia Supreme Court of Appeals. It seeks to vacate the order filed in Wood County Circuit Court. That's the legal maneuver that pushed the playoffs to the sidelines. Players from Westside say they just want to play ball.
We worked hard to the point where we got to, and it took 2 years to get us there, and just for it to be taken away from us like that, it wasn't fair at all.
Miller says it is ultimately up to the state Supreme Court of Appeals on whether or not they decide to take up the case. Miller adds the WVSSAC is expected to file their Supreme Court action against Wood County no later than Thursday. Here for you in Pineville, I'm Robert Castillo, WVVA News.
And Westside High School, along with Tulsa High School, as well as Point Pleasant and Hampshire High, all 4 teams would be bumped out of the playoffs if the formula is changed as a result of that Wood County Board of Education legal action. But this just in regards to playing in those games, the Mason County Circuit Court judge has ruled that they will be played this Saturday at 1 p.m. with sites to be decided. Stay with us. We're going to continue to follow developments with this story.